Ladies and gentlemen, YouTube, check this out here. A female rapper and influencer by the name of Dank, Demoss, was rejected by a Lyft driver because of her size. Now, I'm going to let the clips speak for themselves, and of course, you'll get my commentary. But this one here, people got a lot to say about it, including myself. So without any further delays, let's just hop right into the clips.
This Lyft driver denied me service, BC of my size.
What you saying?
Yeah, I got no space in my car is small.
I can fit in this car.
No, believe me, you can.
Yes, I can.
Believe me. So, I'm sorry.
What I'm gonna do about my money?
I'm gonna cancel you. You're not gonna be charged.
So you telling me I can't get in a Lyft because I can't fit in your car?
Yeah, you need to order a bigger car.
What makes you think I can't fit in a car?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
What makes you think I can't fit in this car?
Because the car is small in the back. Believe
My
me.
best friend has a Benz that's newer than this that I can fit in. That's the same size.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I can't.
So you really telling me I'm too big to get in your car? So I gotta order another Lyft.
Yeah. And to be more specific with you, I got very tired tires.
What I got to do with your tires?
Yeah, and you have no space.
How you know I don't have no space?
Yeah, I got no space in the back. Believe me.
How do you know I don't have no space?
Because I tried before.
Huh?
Because I've been in this situation.
So every big person you turn down because they can't fit in your car?
Yeah, because they need to order the Uber XL it's called.
No, I don't never have to order an Uber XL.
Then I'm really sorry.
What's your name?
Abraham Carter.
Okay. Nope.
Listen, let's keep it a stack, okay? The man was worried about his vehicle. Your little rides, wherever you gotta go, is not worth the headache of him having to maintenance that vehicle. Now, I hate when women, or people in general, but in this case, Dank, wants to kind of make the situation more than what it is. You're trying to bait him into saying something that he's not really trying to say, if you get what I'm saying. Okay? We all understand you are a larger female. You're in a special category of larger female. We understand this. This is no shade. This is no body shaming. It is what it is. We can see. We have eyes, okay? His vehicle might not be able to accommodate you the way you think your girl's Benz would. His vehicle might not even be up to code for him to be driving it the way he's driving it, so he could drive the average person. Maybe his shocks, his struts, his springs, whatever, maybe they're not up to code right now. He can't take that kind of pressure on his vehicle. It's not that he really wants to reject you per se. I'm pretty sure, money is money, but he has to be mindful of what and who he puts in his vehicle. That's all. You don't have to blow it up and make it bigger than it is. He was trying to be respectful in a way to let you know, listen, I can't handle putting you in his vehicle. He also feels that you won't fit in the back of his vehicle. Doesn't matter if your friend's Benz matches his vehicle. Doesn't matter. In his eyes, his assessment is, from surveying the landscape, you cannot get in his vehicle. It's his personal vehicle he has to maintain. What does it have to do with his tires? It has a lot to do with his tires. Maybe they can't handle the pressure. Like I said, his vehicle might not even be up to code. He might need to get some things fixed. And if you get in there, you might damage his vehicle. He might have been in a situation before, like he said. He was in a situation before, which means he understands his vehicle. You don't understand it because you're just trying to get to where you got to go. But if you had a vehicle, you'd understand. Now, we got people that want to chime in on this. And by all means, I must play these clips.
Let's talk about it. Since everybody in a bald-headed ass mama got something to say about Dank. First of all, let's touch bases on the big in the back that got something to say about me. I seen say go walk. Is you cool? Like you only like one burger away from being my size. Like y'all got me fucked up. Stop calling yourself a BBW. Cause you not. Other BBWs don't put other BBWs down. Second of all, I never contacted Lyft. Then y'all talking about, oh, she posted a video for cloud. I am the fucking cloud.
What?
I've been doing it a long time. I posted this video because y'all got us fucked up. Y'all always trying to put big people in a category. Oh, big people this or big da-da-da-da or big this and da-da-da. Stop doing it. Y'all want us to be in a house, miserable, bored. Oh, cover up or da-da-da-da-da-da. You can't wear that. You big and da-da-da. Fuck you. Fuck you. The niggas in the that saying that. I am a big person advocate, and I'm not the only person that they did that to. I'm just the only person that's gonna stand up. I'm the only person that's gonna post the video. I'm the only person that's gonna speak up. I'm the only person that's gonna say something. I'm the only person that's gonna put a stop to that. Cause y'all got me up. Why the y'all don't have an option on the app that say, are you of size or so that we can send you a bigger car? So that's humiliating. Like, what the fuck? It's below zero. I'm outside and you pulling off from me. I don't give a fuck if you gave me my money back. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Like, y'all got us fucked up. I'm not in the house. I'm outside. I'm showing my stomach.
Why?
What y'all talking about? Stop playing with me on this internet.
I hope y'all not gonna let this woman advocate for y'all because she can't even express herself in a proper manner without cussing up a storm. Listen, bottom line is, the only person she should be mad at is herself. That's it, plain and simple. Mad at herself. She put herself in that position, okay? Or maybe she's just mad in general. Maybe she didn't put herself in that position. But either way, that's on her to fix. Don't get mad at somebody else if they can't accommodate you for the position that you're in. That's not their fault. But, hey, maybe it's just me.
The big girl that got denied the Lyft because of her size. This is what I have to say to you. First of all, numero uno, bitch, you're pretty as fuck. You're bad as fuck. Actually, body is tea, okay? But it's a gallon of tea, okay? You knew damn well that you was too big to get a regular Lyft. They have XXLs, okay? You are not just a regular BBW, love. You are a SSBW. So, you kind of got to be mindful of other people's stuff. That if that's his car, you can't be mad that he don't want his car leaning. Like, no shade, but you cannot be mad if he don't want his shit. It takes a lot to replace the motherfucker. What they call it? The hydraulics? What's that called? The shit that make the springs, bitch. It take a lot. Is you gonna fucking help him if he hit a bump and then you fuck up his hydraulics? Like, I just feel like you did wrong for even complaining about it. I would have kept that personally to myself. I wouldn't have complained because you should have got an XXL Lyft. That's your size. You know you need a bigger size car. So why wouldn't you get the bigger size car and then complain about whatever else picked you up? What if he came with a two-door? Was you going to just squeeze yourself in a two-door? Like, that doesn't make any sense. You have to, sometimes, you have to accommodate when like, I'm not trying to, you got to be mindful. That's that man's actual car. Now, if you tried to get on a bus and a bus driver denied you of commercial services, then that's one thing. But you cannot be mad at somebody's personal vehicle and you telling me that you just like, okay, oh well, if I came with, a couple extraness, you gonna let me in here. Like, I feel like he said it in a nice way. And I would have never recorded it. At least if I would have, I would have laughed about it and sent it to my friends like, oh, bitch, maybe it's time for a bitch to lose a couple pounds. Because now they're denying me rides. But you got that man fired. You did wrong. That's all I got to say. But you beautiful, girl. I swear to God, you got a T.
Listen, just to add on to that, y'all need to think about what y'all really doing. You need to accommodate yourself and not be cheap when you going out and gotta get somewhere. You know you are a different type of woman. You need a different type of vehicle. That's when people say, dress for your size. They don't mean just clothes. That includes vehicles too. Dress for your size. If you know you are in a different category, you need to get a vehicle that fits that category. Don't be cheap. That's not where you're supposed to shortchange yourself. You need to be comfortable. If I'm a 6'4" guy getting in a Prius, how does that look? I'm cramping myself. No. I'm gonna get in a friggin' truck. I'm gonna get in a Tahoe or Escalade. I'm not gonna shortchange myself to be cheap. If you ain't got the money, then maybe you don't need to go nowhere. But I'm thinking you a rapper, so you gotta have something. You're not gonna shortchange yourself on a ride. But hey, to each his own. Next clip.
Being big comes with a lot of consequences. It comes with a lot of struggle. It comes with a lot of inconveniences. One of those inconveniences being when you order a Lyft or Uber, you got to be careful about the size of the car that's going to come and pick you up. And don't let you be with a group of people and you got multiple people that got to sit in the back seat. Now you got everybody all squished up because of your size. Like when you big, there's a lot of situations where you're going to be put in uncomfortable positions because of your size. You mad at the Uber and Lyft driver? Are you mad at the airplane companies? Like when you have to go to the airport and they make you get an extendo for the seatbelt, or they make you buy 2 seats, or you go to an amusement park and you can't ride the rides because they tell you that you can't fit. When you get to a certain size and you get so big, a lot of things you can't do no more. A lot of normal things that normal people do on a normal basis, you are not able to do anymore. You can't even go into a regular store and buy clothes. And if you can, they got a tiny little section for you to choose from and all the stuff ugly, right? So, we got to stop lying about when you get severely obese and believing that you're just going to be treated regularly and life is going to go as normal. No, it's super inconvenient when you start getting that big.
And trust and believe, from my position, from being tall and being tall for a while, when I was young, I couldn't do certain things. I was tall but couldn't get on those rides that the kids got on because I was too tall for them rides. It's an inconvenience, yeah, but something you have to live with. Now, let's be clear. This is no shade. This is no body shaming whatsoever. But you have to understand, you're in a category they're calling an SSBW or SSBBW. That already right there, and that's coming from other women who are in that category. You have to think differently than everybody else because you're not the average person. You have to understand, being mad at somebody else because they can't accommodate you is wrong. The person that you probably should be mad at is probably yourself, depending on why you're in that position in the first place. But maybe it's just me. Maybe that's the part that shouldn't be said out loud, but I'm gonna say it anyway because it needs to be acknowledged, straight up and down. But anyway, maybe I said too much. Next clip.
So this video is about Dank and the Lyft. As a current member and former member of the SSBBW team, I've never been turned away from a Lyft or Uber, even if I don't order a Uber XL. And I was getting in my husband's little Kia Forte at 550 pounds. I've lost almost 200, so I know the experience is a little different. And while he wasn't mean, you can't tell me homegirl couldn't get in that backseat. And that one ride is going to destroy his car. All of y'all with these think pieces on, big girls should know better. One ride is not going to damage no car. I'm sure he's had 2 or 3 people in the back who ordered an Uber before, and I bet he didn't tell them they got to get out. One body on one ride ain't damaging his car. Yes, he was kind, but also, like, homegirl could have got in that car. Some of y'all are showing y'all just don't like fat women, and I get it. Well, I don't, but, like, y'all real loud about it.
2 points need to be made here. Number 1, your 550 and her 550 might be 2 different 550s depending on your height and depending on where the weight lands and or is distributed around your body. So you can't say because you can fit in a certain vehicle that she can fit in a certain vehicle too. Y'all ain't the same person. I'm pretty sure you ain't the same height and you probably wasn't the same weight. And give or take numbers, sometimes y'all exaggerate or underinflate the numbers that you're giving. So she could have been more or less. You could have been more or less, but y'all not the same person. So let's not get that twisted. Your 550 and her 550, probably 2 different 550s. Now, that's point 1. Point 2, you can't tell somebody who can fit in what. See, when you don't have a vehicle, y'all be the first ones to talk about how people can fit and use their vehicle. You can't tell somebody who owns a vehicle what they can do and can't do with their car. If you already have multiple bodies of multiple weights in his car, don't tell me that one more can't damage his car. He didn't just have one person of 550 in his vehicle. He probably had people that was 350, 450 weighing down on that vehicle. So you can't even say for certainty that she could get or couldn't get in that vehicle. You weren't there. But he was there, so he made the assessment. You make the assessment for what vehicle you're getting in, he made the one for the one that she was about to get in. And guess what? He assessed the situation and he figured, no bueno.
Can we all just talk about this Dank Demoss situation real quick? And if you don't know what happened, basically she ordered a Lyft to pick her up in, some freezing temperature. And when the Lyft got there, they basically said that she couldn't get in his car because she couldn't fit. And she was like basically saying like, I can fit in your car. And he was like, no, you can't fit in my car. He refunded her, canceled the ride. But ultimately she couldn't get in the car to get home. Personally, I feel like, she could have gotten in the car. And I also understand where the driver is coming from because she would have squeezed into his car. But the driver is coming from at the same time because shocks, struts, like that's not going to cover the amount of money you pay for this Lyft ride. You know what I'm saying? It instantly made me think about the time Sheila was on that plane. Also, you order a compact vehicle when it gives you the ability to order a bigger vehicle. Even if you can fit into that car, you have to take into accountability that is somebody's personal car and they don't want to mess it up.
And after all that, you know what comes next, right? After standing out in the cold, Uber driver telling her he can't take her in his vehicle, you know what happens next. This is America. It wouldn't be this. It wouldn't be America if this didn't happen. So I guess this man's about to lose his job if he ain't lose his job already. And I mean, he can't afford to pay for no lawyer to fight this case. I mean, I would think he had a good case, she, being the weight that she is and, the vehicle he was driving. But, he lost his job. There's no way he can fight that. He lost his job. They don't want that lawsuit. You know what I'm saying? They're going to settle that. But it's just unfortunate that her problem became his problem. That's what it was. There was no need to record it. There was nothing that he was doing that was out of pocket. He was trying to be nice about it. You could have accepted it and moved on. You should have did your due diligence from the beginning and got yourself a larger vehicle. Just because you keep squeezing yourself into vehicles that are not for you doesn't mean that everyone's going to want you to squeeze in their vehicle. And this is what happened, unfortunately. See, the one thing that has to be told to people, and I'm saying this in the nicest way possible, ladies, this goes out to y'all. You got to stop lying to each other. You got to tell each other the truth. Now, this girl should know the truth. She obviously knows because she gets in the video. She advocates for bigger women. But you can advocate for them, but then you got to practice big women practices. You got to understand, the average stuff is not for you. Average clothes, average vehicle, it's not for you. You're going to have to go upscale, up the ladder to the larger route. It is what it is. You can't sit here and make your problems and put your problems upon somebody else and expect them to accommodate you. And if they don't, you're going to cause a problem for them. That's not their fault. That's not their problem. That man has to make a living and you are going to take that away from him because of your selfish ways, because of the problems that you have within yourself. It is what it is. Your problems are not his problems. He has to do what he has to do to maintain his life. You do what you got to do to maintain yours. But clearly, if you don't give a F about yours, why should anybody else give a F about you? Bottom line, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Don't put your problems upon somebody else for them to have to lose their livelihood because of you. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You're dead wrong, miss. You are dead wrong. And what goes around comes around. But you know what? You're already angry now. If you're not going to change your ways, I guess you're going to stay angry.